Today, we delve into the enthralling story of Caesarion, the remarkable young pharaoh of ancient Egypt, whose destiny was intertwined with that of the mighty Julius Caesar and the captivating Cleopatra. Our tale begins in the ancient land of Egypt, where the wise and aging pharaoh, Ptolemy XII, faced a momentous decision. He named his two eldest children, Cleopatra and the young Ptolemy XIII, as co-heirs to the throne. But this was no ordinary kingdom, it was a Roman protectorate, and Rome had a say in Egypt's affairs, making the situation all the more delicate. Upon their father's passing, Cleopatra and Ptolemy XIII found themselves in a unique predicament. They were to rule jointly, and as you can imagine, sibling rivalries were bound to intensify. The Ptolemaic dynasty had a history of power struggles between family members, and this was no exception. Meanwhile, in the heart of Rome, two formidable figures were locked in a bitter civil war, Julius Caesar and Pompey the Great. Rome sought alliances from all corners of the world, and Pompey decided to back Ptolemy XIII in Egypt, resulting in Cleopatra's exile from her own kingdom. But destiny had other plans in store. In the year 48 BC, Julius Caesar emerged victorious in the Battle of Pharsalus, and Pompey fled to Egypt seeking refuge. Little did he know that this choice would cost him dearly. Ptolemy XIII, eager to impress Caesar, ordered the execution of Pompey and presented his head as a gift. However, Caesar's reaction was not what the young pharaoh had hoped for. He was appalled by the gruesome sight and mourned the loss of his former ally. Back to Cleopatra, who had been biding her time during her exile, honing her intellect and building her own power base. When she learned of Caesar's arrival in Egypt, she saw the perfect opportunity to reclaim her throne and win Caesar's support. Cleopatra knew how to make an entrance, sneaking into Alexandria, in a scene reminiscent of a thrilling spy novel. And win him over she did. Cleopatra's charm, intelligence, and wit captivated Caesar, and the two soon became inseparable. Their love story was like something out of a Shakespearean play, passionate, tumultuous, and magnetic. But Cleopatra was not content with mere romance, she was a queen of substance, and she intended to rule Egypt alongside Caesar. Together, they faced challenges and adversaries, proving that they were not to be underestimated. As fate would have it, Cleopatra and Caesar's love bore fruit, and she gave birth to their son, whom she proudly proclaimed to be Julius Caesar's heir. Egyptian priests even went so far as to declare Caesar as a divine figure, fathering an extraordinary prince. The world watched in awe as Caesarion, the son of two powerful rulers, came into existence. However, life's twists and turns are rarely without obstacles. On that fateful day, the Ides of March, tragedy struck, and Julius Caesar fell victim to treachery. In his last will, he chose his great-nephew Octavian as his heir, leaving Caesarion without an acknowledged claim to the throne. Amidst the chaos that engulfed Rome, Cleopatra knew that she had to safeguard her son's legacy. So she returned to Egypt, where she and Caesarion continued to rule, leaving behind a story that would echo through the ages. After the assassination of Julius Caesar, an extraordinary chapter in history unfolded with the emergence of Cleopatra, the audacious queen of Egypt. As she returned to her kingdom in Alexandria, her presence alone radiated power, but her journey to becoming a formidable leader was no easy feat. Cleverly maneuvering through political intrigue, she disposed of her ruling partner and brother, Ptolemy XIV, in a way that might have involved the use of poison. Her aim was to secure a prosperous future for her young son, Caesarion, who she sought to have recognized as Ptolemy XV Caesar to continue their dynasty. However, Cleopatra's ambitions faced opposition from Rome, a colossal empire ruled by Octavian, a close ally of Julius Caesar. Octavian was skeptical of the legitimacy of Caesarion's lineage and even authored a book to question it, cautioning Cleopatra to tread carefully with the new rulers of Rome. Amidst these challenges, a significant turning point came when Mark Antony, a prominent Roman leader from the east, arrived in Egypt seeking Cleopatra's support in his conflict against Octavian. Cleopatra approached her meeting with Antony, with the same intelligence and tact she had displayed when dealing with Julius Caesar. What initially started as a strategic alliance soon blossomed into a complex relationship, with some believing it to be a tale of passionate love, while others interpreted it as driven by politics, wealth, and military advantage. Antony fell under the spell of Cleopatra's charm, and the two became partners in both love and ambition. In the course of their alliance, Cleopatra and Antony welcomed a family into the world, blessed with twins named Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene, after celestial bodies, and later a son named Ptolemy Philadelphus. Cleopatra's determination to ensure a stable future for her offspring led her to expand her kingdom by conquering territories like southern Syria, Cyprus, and northern Africa, all in the name of securing Caesarion's rightful place. Antony officially recognized Cleopatra as the Queen of Egypt and bestowed upon Caesarion the title of King of Kings. This move sparked jealousy and rage in Octavian, culminating in a war declared against Cleopatra and Antony. The devastating Battle of Actium on September 2, 31st BC, ended in their defeat, prompting Cleopatra to send Caesarion away from Alexandria, in a desperate bid to protect him. Tragically, as Caesarion embarked on a treacherous journey through Egypt's eastern desert, news of Cleopatra and Antony's deaths reached him. Faced with the reality of his parents' demise, Caesarion found himself at a crossroads. Should he continue to flee, or should he seek mercy from Octavian? This momentous decision would irreversibly shape his destiny. Initially, Octavian considered sparing Caesarion's life, but the counsel of an influential confidant led him to believe that there should not be too many Caesars. Consequently, when Caesarion confronted Octavian in August 30 BC, his young life was tragically cut short. With Caesarion's demise, the dream of a Roman-Egyptian pharaoh, and the ancient Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt faded into history. Yet, his captivating tale, characterized by love, secrecy, and ambition, continues to captivate our hearts across the ages. It serves as a poignant reminder of the power of choices and the profound impact they can have on the fate of empires.